Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, November 2nd. We have 6 cards that needed to be brought into today. It is a new month. It is the last day of Mercury retrograde. So Mercury goes direct tomorrow. So yeah, there's lots going on, as I'm sure many of you, not all of you, can feel and know about. So here's just some support and some hopefully clarity for you. And we're going to start with our oils of the week. 2 oils came in very strongly. One is rose. Hey Amy, good to see you. So rose is our first oil for this week. Oil of divine love. Highest vibrational oil on the planet. I put it on my third eye. I put it on my crown chakra, and I put it on my heart. Putting it on our throats is also a great idea, especially right now where the tensions are high. So it is a heart healer. Rose is a heart healer. It helps us to connect to the divine, to be reminded that we are loved, we are accepted. It helps us to also bring love and acceptance and compassion into our world. So please use your rose. Huge. It's also like a really, really powerful protector and like of viruses and bacteria and things like that. So it's amazing for your skin as well. So it's a great to put it on that third eye. Great to put it around your eyes, things like that. All right, our second oil of the week is frankincense. So these are 2 oils that I use every single day for many, many years now, and they're just my mainstays. And I found it interesting that they both came in today. They are probably 2 of the heaviest, if not the heaviest hitter oils in my group of oils, in Doterra's oils. So frankincense is the oil of truth, right? So if we combine these oils, frankincense and rose, and we have divine love and truth. So I'm putting the frankincense right on my wrists. But this is also another one that I would put on our crown chakra, put it on your third eye, over your throat chakra, and then on your heart. Frankincense reveals deceptions and false truths. It helps us to let go of lower vibrations, lies, negativity. And it helps us to create new perspectives based on the light. So, use your frankincense, right? Just smelling it, oh my goodness, is the best. So, highly, highly recommend that you use those oils every day, for sure this week. It also just brings a feeling of such peace and calm to my heart and my soul, and helps me to stay grounded. Frankincense is very grounding too. So, all right, so we're going to hop to all of our cards. There's an obvious theme with these cards, but I kept saying, like, really, we need to have 6? And they were like, yes, really. The guide said these 6. So, first card is from Rebecca Campbell, called the Star Keeper. You are here to help, well, we are here, right, to help bring about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. So, that's what we're doing right now. That's all the fun we're having. We are helping to shift this planet, raise its vibration, help with the transformation of its inhabitants and of Mother Earth herself, Gaia. So, this is that reminder. We are the Star Keepers. Hi, Kelly. Nice to see you. So, so that's card number 1. Second card from our Shaman Oracle deck is Holy Mountain. And what this card was coming to say to us is that you are invited to take a higher perspective, like from a mountain, right? Hello, Valens, good to see you. So how can we see from the top of a mountain? How does that change our perspective? How does that allow us to acquire vision, perspective? And this card is reminding us, and the mountains are reminding us, to have courage, love, and compassion for ourselves and for everyone right now on Earth. So, you know, we can climb that mountain, we can gain vision, gain perspective, and then we can act accordingly in love and compassion and clarity, loving in clarity for the perfection of all. Okay, so let me just go back for a second to our first card, the Star Keeper. What she also came to say was that the more grounded we remain right now, during this transitional period, the more helpful we will be. The more grounded we can remain, the more helpful we can be, and the more stable Earth's energy will be, and the less reactive humanity will be. Oh, so what can we do to keep grounding? And I'm actually right now, right in this moment, creating like a weekly healing call where I'm going to, and I'll be releasing that in the next week or two, and so that I can help everyone and anyone on the call where we can help to ground ourselves during this time, during this massive transformation, evolution, ascension, where we can feel unstable. It makes such a huge difference, these different grounding techniques that I use daily, and so I'm going to be sharing those with everyone, so stay tuned for that. Okay, next card up is Parvati, goddess of love, devotion, and yoga. So she supports us when we're taking immense action towards becoming our highest selves. Hi, thank you, Parvati. So she's really a wonderful supporter goddess energy when we are engaging in self-transformation and becoming our highest selves. I mean, really, I feel like we're all right now learning that. You know, as seekers, we're here to help. We want to help, and then the energy is so jagged and challenging at times and heavy at times that it's like, I don't even know how to help. I'm so glad, Kelly. I'm so glad you love this. So anyway, Parvati is going to help to support us when we're taking all of these actions to be our best selves. So enjoy that. Okay. So our inquiry cards came in, and these inquiry cards help. You know, I ask, you know, how can we most optimally move through this week, right? So our card for this week is, what can I simplify? Perfect. What can I simplify? I have a couple of friends who are moving in the next month, and they keep talking to me about simplifying and downsizing and getting rid of stuff, right? Getting rid of things that no longer serve. And so when we simplify and when we clear the clutter in our external, it affects the internal, and vice versa, right? So the things that are mirrored back at us all day, every day, that kind of clutter and is like a disturbance in the field, and it keeps things hazy and out, and it's much harder to be clear. So yeah, what can I simplify? What can I make easier in my life, right? There's so many ways that we can, in little ways, make our lives easier, and it will then stay more in the flow when we can do that. So, love that card. What can I simplify? And it's a great reminder with everything. Okay, next, last two cards. So, the first one is an Osho card of trust. Look at this person doing a full out dive, right? No parachute, no bungee cord. We don't see a net anywhere. We do see what looks like kind of inviting, it looks inviting, I guess. Pink looks inviting, but still, it looks pretty free-fally to me. And this card is saying trust. Trust yourself, trust your life, trust your heart, trust your intuition, trust in the divine that's inside of all of us, trust the unknown, trust walking into the void, and I do a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, and I highly recommend looking him up. And he talks about being in the void and being in the unknown, and that is where we create, when we're in the unknown. And so this card is inspiring to me. I'm not one to love to jump. I don't jump out of planes, and I don't bungee jump. I don't really like those things. Some people love those things, which is awesome. But for me, going into meditation and just being with myself and stepping out into the unknown is very, very powerful for me, and helps me to gain perspective, for sure, and to rely on and trust myself. So, yeah, so see how that resonates with you. Okay, final card from the new Lemurian deck that I just love is surrender. So you see, this is just like the flip side of trust, right? Is surrender. So, so there you go. We just had someone, jumping, right? Or not jumping, but just flying through the air. And now we've got someone kind of doing the same thing, but just upside down and backwards. So, there you go. Surrender, trust, letting go of control, right? Right now, there's a lot of outside in trying to control. And, where does freedom come into all of this? And for me, that is my mission here. That is what I love to remind people of on their journeys. Where's the freedom? So trusting, there's a huge element of freedom in that, and surrendering, there's a huge element of freedom in that. When we let go of and we trust, when we move into our intuitive space, into our heart space, in our intuitive places in our body, we gain freedom. We gain huge amounts of freedom. We have synchronicities, we have flow. So, I always remember riding a bike, and maybe you're going down a hill and it feels scary, and so you grip onto the handlebars, right? You grip really, really hard, and maybe you have to maneuver the bike in and out of a tough spot, and as you're gripping, it's hard and hard and hard. The whole thing is super hard. And when you let go of the grip, when you release the grip, all of a sudden your arms aren't hurting you, your neck isn't hurting you, you can see more clearly, you can just flow, you can just go and flow. And I don't know. I always think of that for some reason, and that is what we're being called to do right now. Is to go with the flow. Your trust, your truth, right? Your truth, your frankincense truth, your intuitive truth, the divine truth in you, and know that you are supported and loved, loved by the divine and by the universe. So there you have it. So delicious to see all of you. Yes, it was a beautiful flow of cards and messages. Thank you, Kelly. It was, and it's amazing how they always do that every week, and amazing. So I hope everyone has a beautiful week. Stay in the mountain. Stay on top of your mountain, right? And allow your own compassion and love to drip down onto whoever's in your life, mostly you, but and then stay grounded on that mountain. Use your oils, right? Use meditation, use yoga, use taking walks in nature, use walking barefoot on the earth. Use your animals, right? I mean, Winnie just jumped in here. Thank you. Use your animals to ground you. Use nourishing food to ground you, and definitely use your oils to ground you. So, love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Namaste.